This year has been filled with some incredible highlights. Here's a recap of a few memorable moments. I finally got to meet my student Via from Italy and her whole family in person, which was so special. They came over to our home and spent some of their precious vacation time in LA with us. I got to treat them to some food from Porto's, my favorite local Cuban bakery, and they gifted me a bottle of olive oil that was grown and pressed on their family's castle grounds. How cool is that? Later in the year, her younger brother Leon started piano lessons too, and it's been amazing watching them both have music in their lives. Remember that super fun piano Lego party? I can't believe that was 12 months ago. To kick off the new year, I sent everyone a piano Lego and we gathered over Zoom as each student got to build their mini piano Legos while learning about all the different parts of the piano. But I didn't want my adult students to miss out on the fun. To start off the year, I got to treat my adult students to a delicious dinner at Catch LA, where my brother, who's one of their head chefs, gave us the VIP treatment. It was so fun to watch them all meet each other for the first time in person after being piano classmates over Zoom for many years. I also got to celebrate my dear friend and student Juliana's birthday. We went to her favorite place, Animal Tracks, a rescue for abandoned and endangered wild animals where she volunteers. It was so fun to see lots of wild animals that now have a safe home. But most of all, I finally got to see her in action. Her connection with the animals and the way she cares for them is a reminder to me that we can all make this world a better place in our unique ways. It was the perfect way to honor her on her birthday.
Say hi.
Hi.
After years of performing as an aerialist for various shows around the world, I finally performed for a showcase at my local aerial studio. The best part about that was feeling the love and support from my students who came out to see me perform. It was such a special treat to share that part of my world with them. And speaking of performances, I had the joy of sitting with my student AJ and his family to cheer on his sister Erin, who's also my student, at her dance recital. One of my favorite things to do is supporting my students in all the other activities they do outside of piano. Watching her crush it in so many styles from tap, hip-hop, lyrical, ballet was so fun. And this summer was one for the books. I went on a month-long family trip that started in Miami for the 4th of July with my brother and his in-laws. Then it was a whirlwind. A quick stop in Tampa to see students Sloan, Addie, and their parents and Lee's dad's side of the family, followed by scooping up Lee's mom in Rochester, then a family adventure through Montreal, Paris, and London. Lee and our parents flew back home from London while I kept the momentum going with a solo East Coast road trip to visit my students, friends, and family. I started in New York City where I got to see some of my aunts, cousins, childhood friends, and also reconnected with one of my old dance students. I used to see my student Hector every summer when I taught at a dance workshop, and it's incredible to see him in New York City years later pursuing his dream to be a dancer on Broadway shows. From there, I stopped in Fairfield, Connecticut to meet my student Joey, his family, and 2 dogs, Hawk and Ranger. We had a great time connecting over some Indian food and bagels at the beach, and his mom was such a great host, offering for me to stay at their home for the night. Then on to Rockville, Maryland to visit twin sisters Sahar and Suzu, their family, and dogs Thunder and Cookie. Sahar and Suzu are 2 of my sweetest students. They send me the most fun videos and messages on our practice app, and it was amazing to finally get to meet them in person. Next up was Virginia to catch up with my cousin and niece, and then a heartwarming visit with a former adult student, Ernie, whose mom, Perla, cooked an entire feast for me, then sent me off with some goodies. I connected with a few more friends in North Carolina, then said hi to my students Phoenix, Brighton, and their mini zoo of chickens, dogs, fishes, and a tortoise. It was a blast connecting with them over a game of Clue and Go Fish. I made 2 more stops, South Carolina and Atlanta, to see more friends before flying back to Florida to see my brother again, and surprised an old friend who I haven't seen in years at her dance studio. I walked into her class and her squeal of joy was just the best. The trip wrapped up with a detour to Indiana for my first Drum Corps international experience, thanks to a VIP invite from a friend who coaches Boston Crusaders, the team that placed 2nd this year. Then it was back to LA with my heart full and my memory bank overflowing. On the business side, it was a year of transformation. Lee and I relaunched Wildly Wealthy Life, our podcast from 2020 that we abandoned after 32 episodes. But now we're back and we're here to stay. We've recorded 20 episodes so far and have interviewed some amazing guests, sharing inspiring stories and actionable tips on leadership, growth mindset, and creativity for both kids and adults. I also became a certified kids life coach through Adventures in Wisdom, hired 4 incredible new team members, and made a huge shift in my business from being solely a piano teacher to a kids life coach, rolling my 15 years of experience teaching kids into one powerful program, Brilliant Minds, Brave Hearts.
I'm sitting here thinking I need to tell every trainer I've ever trained, which is about 4,000 of them, go get trained by you. Add this to their tool bag, if you will.
Yeah. Life coaching is a game changer for our children. If you think about it, they're spending thousands of hours learning their ABCs and their 1, 2, 3s, but they're not learning that one thing that has the greatest impact on their lives. And that's how to develop their mindset, which is the key to self-esteem, confidence, and success.
That is so valuable. It's like, because we're not learning that in school in general.
I'm so excited for this program to change so many lives, teaching foundational life skills to kids ages 6 to 14 through stories, movement, and music. We finished the last quarter with more connections with friends, from weddings to baby showers, dinner hangout with students Gianna and Juliet, and we also got to celebrate our 18th year anniversary in Hawaii, where we parasailed, swam with turtles, and even swam with sharks cage-free. And by the way, here's Juliet with such a cute moment in one of our lessons.
I want to say what I'm thankful for before I turn on the camera.
Okay, what are you thankful for today?
I am thankful for you.
For me? I love it. You look so cute with reddish, pinkish hair. I'm ending this year strong after attending a life-changing business conference in Phoenix and finally got to meet my mentor in person, James Wedmore. And as they say, there's always a first for everything, and this year was my first time riding a driverless car.
There's no driver.
Hello, from Waymo.
Hi.
As we get going, just give us 1 minute to cover a few riding tips.
Okay, sure.
This experience may feel futuristic, but the need to buckle up is the same as always.
Okay.
So keep your seatbelt to the handle twice to exit.
Okay,
The
thank you.
first pull unlocks. The second opens the door.
Okay, the first pull unlocks. Okay, the second, so it's twice. Okay, gotcha. Wow. Thank you, Waymo.
What a year! I'm so thankful to be a part of your journey through music and life. I'm grateful for your trust in me, for allowing me to be a part of your child's life week after week, month after month, and year after year. I'm thankful to have met so many of you in person for the first time this year. I can't wait to see who else I'll get to finally meet in person in 2025.